3, 2, 1. Hi, good morning, everybody. And I'm going to be doing a What's New Deb today. I want you to look at this lovely face of, this is how I start my day, looking like I may be recording a scene from Fear the Walking Dead, which is a terrifying thing altogether. So what I'm going to do is show you some quick and easy little tricks that I've learned to try to go from a life in the hereafter to a life in the current. And see if you're interested, or you might want to try some of these products yourself. So my face is clean. I just washed it. My hair's a mess, so I'm going to put my little thing on because I'll be also doing some wigs for you this morning. Here we go. Is this starting? I can't. Okay, let's do it. Here, I'm going to put this on first. This is my wig holder. Put this on. It also keeps your hair out of your face when you're trying to do your makeup. I can't find anything to make these wrinkles go away. I've tried them all. They're here to stay, so I have to try to deal with them the best way I can. So I usually start my morning. I got no moisturizer, no moisturizer on at all. I always start with my face first. So this is the product. This is by, hold on. Who is it by? Should probably be reading with my glasses on. West Month. It's a makeup foundation that's supposed to change color with your face. I'm going to put this on just one side of my face right here. It's very light. It's not a heavy, thick cream like this. Under my eyes, on my eyelid to get it kind of even. On half of my mustache, my beard, my neck. So we're just going to rub this in. See how this looks? Down on the side. You want to try to fill in the wrinkles, but it just sinks right down into the hole. So that's how that goes. And I'm going to do this. Here we go. So this it feels like lotion. It's not heavy or sticky. We're going to put this on, rub it in, and let this change color. Make sure you run it down onto your face. Hi, Haley. Can you hear me talking to you? Last time people said I didn't talk to them, so let me know if you hear me. So this is this first half of this face using this. And like I said, this is the West Month Foundation Makeup Discoloration All Day Flawless. So there is a difference between one side and the other. Hey, Haley, can you hear me talking to you? Let me know. Okay, I don't know if she's saying anything. The other side, I found this other new stuff, and I like it. This is by Lake Rain. Good morning, gorgeous. I hear you loud and clear. Thank you, Haley. I'm not gorgeous yet. I'm working on just trying to look like I have passed into the realm of the living. Here I am. So this was the changing color to one side of your face. You could see it, quite a difference between one side and the other. Not bad. This other thing is called Skin Tint. It's by Lake Rain. And I'm going to get a couple of these products and see exactly how much I like them. But I'm just going to give you an idea of what I've been trying around with new makeup that's coming up. This Skin Tint comes like this. It's very creamy, but not gooey. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on one side of my face. We're gonna just cup up here, just to see between the two, which one you might like better. Mustache, demarcation, and neck. Get my little thing here and blend it and blend it. You could use any kind of sponge you want. You could use your fingers. This actually covers pretty good under my dark circles without using one of those specific creams that are just for the under eye bags. Let's see how this blends it. We're gonna let this sit just for a second. It goes on really easy. And like I said, it's not sticky or anything else. We're gonna let this sit here just for a minute and see how this looks. It does actually smooth out your skin somewhat. It's not bad at all. I like it. It also has moisturizers in it, so your face does not feel like it's dehydrated once you put it on. So these are the two different sides of two different products. So I'm starting to get a little color coverage. Sticky, sticky. We're gonna let that hang out for a while. Once I let my face hang out for a while, I'm gonna go to my eyes. I always start with my eyebrows because people just don't realize how important eyebrows are sometimes. This is a pencil I got from Morphe. I was calling it Morph, but I guess it's Morphe. And this is, the shade is called Trendsetter, because you know I am. Here we go. I'm just gonna go across my line on top, even though you're not supposed to go on top. When you pluck, I do go on top when I get my arch line. And I just drag it and then lightly put pressure on. This is a very, very creamy pencil. It really doesn't pull or do anything. It's nice. It's a medium brown shade. I can pretty much go with any kind of hair color that you have, except maybe a very light blonde. It might be a little too dark for you, but if you were an ash, you could get away with it. You could go, if you have black hair, could soften your eyes. If you want the real dramatic look, you always stick with a brown black. And now that I don't go out in the evening very much to enhance my look for an evening look, I stay with the browns. So that's Morphe. Very nice, very creamy. So when you're doing your eyes, you just want to take your first line, go over the top of your natural arch, and then just lightly build it in underneath it. It's the easiest way I found to put on a brow. My lips have been naturally sinking into my face again. I refuse to get another lip lift because it fell down anyway. That's true, Haley. Very true. We're going to put on a lip liner pencil, and what I do is, let me do this for a second. Let me move this to the side. I guess I can't. Here we go. I'll put on my pencil. How do I get that to go down? I don't know. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Overline your lips so you have some definition. And as it goes into the lines on your face, you just, never mind. There you go. Here. And here, if you just stay on the very top of your lips, you're going to get some line to make you look like you have a mouth that's not falling into your face. Here you go. So I just do this. This liner is from CoverGirl. It's called an Outlast lip stain. It really doesn't stain, and it doesn't outlast everything. But it also doesn't dry out your mouth, so you can put a little color on. It will last a little bit of time. Let's try my face. It's still somewhat sticky. You could always end that look with a diffuser powder. This is Paradise. Big deal. I'm gonna sneeze. From L'Oreal. Bless you, thank you. When you put on your mascara, you try to go as low down to the bottom of your lash line as you can. The lower you get, the less you'll need a eyeliner. You just put on a couple light little swoops. Try not to get it on your face. The old blinking thing works, but I find that if I blink too much, I will end up getting more clumps, and I have more of a tendency then to get it on my face rather than on my lashes. Normally I'd be doing this in a very close-up camera. I don't want to scare you and do that because the crevices you see are just sad. Go on the bottom. You could just dot your bottom if you don't have lashes. Just lightly dot it. If it's a good mascara, it might pick up a little something. I'm not going to go full bore with 10 or 20 coats of mascara. I'm just going to do a light. This is what I do to get out of the house in the morning, just to help me feel more alert. I always feel better when I have makeup on. It just makes me feel a little bit more put together, and that I show the world that I just still have a little caring about what I'm doing. So that's on. This Morphe pencil that I use for my brows, I'm also going to use as a light liner because the color is so nice. And I'm just going to go ahead and let this dry for a little bit before I do it. The other thing I got from Morphe are these two beautiful kits of shadows. My shadows was like 100 years old, so I threw them all away and said, you know, Deb, buy yourself some new shadows. Step outside of that comfort zone. And the color and the spreadability and the blendability on this product is really, really good. And it's really not very expensive. So I think these were about 16 bucks. But they each have 6 colors. I'm sorry. So these are these 2 colors. And they have the pretty little lids to match it. They have about 4 colors. I'm going to do one side with each color just to show it to you. But before I start that, I'm going to put this base coat on. This is by Gen C. They have a lot of these liquid colors, but they go on so nice. And they're a matte, so you're not going to be putting anything on your eye that is too shiny. It just kind of gives you a nice opening coat. It blends very well. I'm just going to put it on my lid to give my lid something. You don't have to put anything else on your lid if you don't want to. This really has enough coverage if you just want a real bare look. And this color is called, if I can see the little print, let's see what I can do. I can't. I think it's a rose. I think it's a rose color. It's like almost a mauve. It's really a pretty color. Put that on that bottom lid. Now let's put some color on my crease. I will use this one on this side. I'm going to use the light powder in the top, just like this, just for a little lightness under your brow. I'm going to use the other color on this side for your flat underneath. You can shut up. Hey, go away. Now I'm going to take my darker color.
I want this apple.
No, he was done.
She told him to be quiet.
Hello?
Hi, Gianna.
Yes.
Hi, Ms. Gates. This is Dan with Northwest Capital Mortgage. I apologize. What happened is they're in a meeting,
Okay.
but the reason why I'm calling is they said they would call you directly if you could give them a time they're available, like after 11. They're in a meeting till 11.
That's
Can they
fine.
call you like 11:30?
Yeah, that's
Call
fine.
you at 11:30?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to text you their name and number.
Okay.
There's 2 names that I'm going to text you. Either one will call you, okay?
Sure.
They're a team.
Follow the bone of my, it's one of the few bones I could still feel my body. So you see the difference. This has kind of a pink thing to it. I actually like this. And the darker one, once again, it goes with your skin tone and what kind of effect you're trying to get. So that's pretty well good. So on this brown side with the rosy brown, let me do this for you, show you if I can open it again. I used this light pink here under my brow. And this brown, I don't know if, oh, see, you can see the flecks in it. It's not a real high glitter, but it has a little sparkle to it. You could actually have gotten away putting this on your lid, but I wanted to show you that cream shadow that they do. And on this one in the purple box, if I can open this, I'll tell you. This one, I used the very dark brown under my brow bone. It's not a brow bone, under my eye socket bone. And then I put this one under the top. So I kind of like this side better. That was the browns, and it was called something, what was it called? Outer Spice. The one that has the fuchsia in it was called Love Bite. But you need so little of that product. It's really quite good. I'm gonna go back with this now because my lashes have dried. I'm just gonna put this right on my lid, and I'm just gonna very easily draw this pencil on and go straight out. It, like I said, it goes on very smooth. It's not gonna drag, it's not gonna pull your lid. And you just kind of follow, just put it there and follow and go. Gives you a little definition, and I put a little bit right here. And a little bit right here. That's kind of enough for the day. Now, this is a look I don't want to go for, so I'm going to give you a couple of my little hairs and see which one you would think would go with this. Once again, when you change your hair color, when you have fun with wigs like I do, you can change all your colors that are on your face as well. It's going to give you a much different look and a much different vibe because the color of your hair really changes a lot of what's going on around your eyes. So this is my little blonde bob. I like this one. She's very cute. You talk about changing your face over in a quick second. So this goes on. She's very cute. I like having bangs, even though they sometimes get in my face, because when you cut the bangs on a wig, it's a little different than when you do your own hair. But it softens out. I have really exaggerated lines on my forehead. I have since I was in high school. I mean, they've just been there. I guess I've been worrying ever since I was in high school. This is a very cute little look. You could do quite a bit with it. She was a really cheap wig too. So you want to get this. If you like height a little bit like I do, I would just simply give it a tease here and go like this. No, I wouldn't. Just do something like this, and I'm good for the day. Now this makeup color would be fine for this wig. The browns are not too exaggerated. They're light. There she is. There's one look. Look, number 2. And you think you can't change it up a little bit. Well, you can, girls. You could change your look every day of the week if you wanted to. Don't be afraid. Have some fun. If people think you wear wigs, who cares? It's your head. You put anything on it you feel like. And if people don't like it or cringe, it's just because they don't have the guts to do it themselves. Here we go. This is a little frosted brown. I usually have about 4 or 5 different colors I go with. They're fun. I darken up if I was playing with this all day, I'd probably darken up my eyes just a little bit so they didn't blend into the color of the wig. Let's give her a little fluff here. And this here, let's do this thing here. My wigs, I have them on hangers rather than wig heads because I don't have any room to put all the wigs I have on a wig head. So here's a light brown look. She's a cute little wig. It's just a nice little flirty cut. Not that I flirt anymore. I used to flirt a lot. I don't flirt too much anymore. I just kind of exist in this age of wonder. 71. What a kick in the teeth that is for it, people that don't know. Just so you guys know, when it's coming, it's going to shock the heck out of you. So this is this little brown frosted wig. I like this one a lot. She's nice. This here, I'll probably hit with a hot roller just to get this up a little bit, give it a little bit more movement. But this is this little brown wig. Pretty cute, isn't it? Okay, next one. Next one. This is a new one. I have no idea what she looks like on yet because I just bought her. She's supposed to be a long, beautiful gray glamour wig. I don't know. This has a lot of hair on it. Now, I would recommend if you're just starting wigs, don't get the ones that have a ton of hair. They will be overwhelming on your face until you get used to playing with them. Let me get that out of the way. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the hair is nice. The color is beautiful. Once again, I got this off of Temu for like 35 bucks. And anyone who saw the videos I did with the long hair that I love, that was a $300 wig. This is a $37 wig. Let's see what she looks like. What I find with these wigs, I have the caps are a little bit. Now let's see what we have here. I will have to cut these back. Wow, this has a lot of hair. All right, so I would have to, let's see what I have here. This has too much hair coming down for me. I would have to see if I can take some of this back and lighten up this look. Woo! This is a lot of hair. I don't know. I would probably have to, maybe, if I can get this part. Hold on. This is, once again, this stuff that you may not want to mess with, or you may. All right, I don't know. I don't know about this girl. I may have to do a lot of work with her. The hair feels good, but there's too much in the front, and it's very, very straight. If I could get her to work, though. Oh, this would be cute. Okay, well, this would be cute. So I could probably get a clip, twist this, which would take a lot of this hair out of the way. Okay, I might do this with her. So this one, I would have to cut these bangs just a little so they weren't totally in my face. And then I would probably take the bulk of it up, like here, put it in a big claw. If you see what I'm going for, I think that would probably look really kind of cute. What do you think? Once again, this is live. I can have a lot of time to play with it, but for a color, a little different color, a gray rather than a white, since I can't get the height here to pick it up off my face, I'd probably pull it up in the back, put a little clip in her, call her good, and I would definitely trim these bangs up just a touch. And there's yet another look. So, as you can see, you can have tons of different looks. You can go all natural if you want to. And that's all right too. I mean, I just don't have a lot of hair to play with anymore. I'm a double cancer survivor, and after 2 years of chemo, my hair just turned stark white and fell out and just doesn't have a lot of zip left to it. However, if you have to go natural, you do. I'm not a big natural fan. I haven't been for a long time. I like playing with stuff. And I could. Sometimes I just shave it and start from the beginning again. Or I could slick it back, possibly. But I don't know. So those are my What's New, Deb. The foundations are both nice. So this was the color changing one to your face. I think that's a nice color because it actually gives you a blush when you don't have it. This still feels good on your face, looks good. It did cover underneath lines better than the changing color one. And that's me this morning with a look from me to you. Have a great Tuesday. Bless you all. Kisses to everybody. Bye.